Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron for Millennium Dawn with me, Omega, and Ukraine. So, I don't have any news for this episode, from the real world anyway, but I got a bunch of news from the game. So as you can see, it's 1st of January 2005, I advanced about 7 months I think it was. And a number of things have happened. First of all, as you can see, we are continuing leasing the industrial complexes, which means we are working with the speed of 8 factories on expanding the civilian infrastructure. No, actually, it's not infrastructure. Civilian... What is it called? Civilian factories. Okay, civilian factories in over Dnipro. But if you look at that, we are paying for this 0.3 billion every week, but our balance is 0.481 billion. How is that possible, you ask? Well, our continuous efforts have brought us lowering of the interest rate. I think that this is really based on the debt to GDP ratio, because as we got extra factories from, actually an extra factory to be completely precise, from the national armor production and one extra factory from the construction itself, our economy has grown and thus our debt to GDP has dropped, meaning that also the interest rate has dropped, which is awesome because that means we can now fund this continuously and still keep lowering the debt. Though actually you can see that the debt is increasing, the real debt, not the ratio debt, because we paid 7.5 billion for this factory and we are going to pay additional 7.5 billion for this factory. Plus, we received an offer from Russia and from Germany to build 2 factories in Crimea. So they are going to be building there for quite some time now, and we're going to get 2 additional civilian factories. Couldn't be happier, quite honestly. So yeah, that is awesome. As far as economy goes, we are booming. Still booming realistically and even through the fast growth. We don't have the economic boom though, and I don't want to screw things up, so I'm not gonna go there, but as long as we can keep the fast growth, we are fine. I think that even with the stable growth at this point, we would be fine if I just stopped leasing the factories, but I won't, because at this point we can afford it. Okay, so that's the economy. How's the research? Well, you can see that we are working on the small arms. We have 99 days to go, and we are working on the C4I equipment, which is a new version of the C3I Star equipment. C4I equipment, command and control equipment, is the system empowering leadership to exercise authority and direction over assigned force for the accomplishment of mission and tasks. Efficient command and control leads to greater organizational morale. C4R, command, control, communication, computers, intelligence, and interoperability, is the 4th generation of the C2 equipment. So we are actually producing the C3I Star equipment. I switched it recently, so you can see that the production is not great, but we're working on a steady pace of 4.58 per week. Soon we're going to get to 1 per day. And wait, this one will take 312 days. So by the time we will produce a couple hundred, hopefully, of these systems, and then we're gonna switch it to the new one and keep it there just running. The extra factory that we got started producing the Skiff anti-tank guided missiles, and the next one is gonna start producing us manpads, which is going to be done in what? 29 days? 29 days, okay. In 29 days, another factory is coming. So, yeah, even as far as military and research, we are doing good. We finished the excavation 1. We finished also the inorganic fiber fabrication. And as actually we are now on 1st of January 2005, once we finish the guns and the C4I equipment, I'm going to go with construction and with industrial production of nanofibers next. But we also need, after we finish the 3G and the excavation, actually, yeah, after we finish these two, I'm gonna switch them to the technologies that I just mentioned. The C4 equipment and the small arms are actually gonna go on the BTR-90 and the BTR-4. Do we have one bonus? I think we have one bonus. I might just go with the T-84 and the BTR-4. It might be a bit better. And I'm actually kind of saddened because I found out that they removed some of the paths that allowed us to skip certain tanks. So, in effect, I might just have to go back to the fact that we're gonna lease some plans from the United States, because the Humvees worked pretty well. I don't know who likes us the most right now though, so we might actually look into that and see if they might be willing to lease us something. Bulgaria, huh? United Kingdom likes us, and they might have pretty good technologies. So let's see if we can negotiate licenses with them and what they could offer. Because I might be interested in seeing if they have some good utility vehicles, because we're not producing those Zills. That's just not happening. I don't have anything that could actually produce the utility vehicles, so this is just informative. But let's see, do we have any? It's mounted. Okay, that's not gonna happen. Okay, 2005 utility vehicles are also not going to happen. Nor will the 1995. Tech difference, yeah. Damn, I think I might have screwed the pooch on that. Because the tech difference is what's screwing us over. Okay, so we might actually have to research our own utility vehicles. I don't really like the fact that there is no reversed bonus for you going... I mean, if you would get 50%, but... No, actually these are fairly fast, so getting to here would be just like, I might just work on that, and we would save some of those factory costs. Breakthrough hard thing, yeah, because it seems this is just bad. The Zills, no. Okay, never mind that. Next thing that I wanted to mention is that we are actually at this point reforming our ships. We have 5 frigates. All of them are now eligible, or actually eligible. All of them are now actually being upgraded to the Krivak Mark II class. It's the same system as you saw before. Wait, can I see it here? Yes. The Krivak Mark II is here. So it has upgraded batteries, upgraded anti-aircraft missiles, upgraded torpedoes, upgraded radar, upgraded anti-aircraft missiles too, some new fire control system, and I kept the original engine there. But what we're gonna do next is actually, I want to utilize the destroyer hull and start building destroyers, because we have a fairly cheap production there. Though I won't lie, it would be great for us if we could actually get a better... speaking of which, this might actually not be a bad idea if we could get a better destroyer hull. Subdetection, production cost, surface detection. Does that upgrade anything that we will really care about? 2005, service manpower, surface detection. Okay, surface visibility is lower. Subdetection is higher, max speed is increased. Reliability, HP, and armor. Is it worth researching though? At this point. Well, if we don't, then we're gonna be stuck with the old one. So it might actually be a good idea to go with it. Damn, if I only had what it takes. Now, the important thing to keep in mind here is that at certain point we need to get that last research slot. And I think we just might go for it now. I mean, it's gonna cost us 24 billion to get this thing. But I think I might have actually figured out a clever trick how to go around the naval dockyards limit. We can lease naval dockyards for 90 days. And if that works correctly, max available dockyards then 5. Meaning we have 2. This would give us 2 extra. So that's 4. And we can lease 3. So I might not even have to build them. But this is a big if. But I think we're just going to risk it and see if that works. Okay, and we have more protests here. How is our stability of the regime? 41 and 11. We're doing another support campaign. Okay, so let's crack down on them. I guess we have to. Support campaign is increasing the stability of the regime. I actually think they might have removed. I think that the support camp is actually lowered the chance of revolt, because I don't remember how I could keep it so low without actually doing anything else. I like it this way though. It actually simulates the difficult situation in Ukraine where you are, or the government have been, one step away from open revolt this whole time. But guess what? Oligarchs are now kind of our pals, at least they're neutral, and the farmers are really our pals. Monthly population 8%, recruitable population factor 4%, and max factories in state 4 extra percent. International bankers, however, are still at interest rate -1. So I think that one is not going to increase at all, but what can I say? We don't know. We don't know. That extra factory is gonna go straight to the manpads. Okay, good. Okay, if you think that I'm done though with updates, that is not true. One thing that I want to mention too is that we have actually named all of our ships based on your suggestions. So we got Crimea here, Kiev, Taurida, Mariupol, Chernihiv, and Hetman Sahaydachny, which is the original frigate. And once we build the destroyer, I'm gonna use more of your names. I actually think that the first destroyer, this is frigates, right? Yeah, this is a frigate. Okay, then the first destroyer could be named Tuzla Island. And I also like the the name someone suggested, the response of the Ukrainian people. It's long, but I kind of like it, so I might use that one for the second one. Okay, so new points for the UAF. The Ukrainian Air Force has horridly outdated fighters and very weak maintenance crews to keep the planes in perfect shape. We should shop abroad for new planes to rearm our Air Force. Well, yeah. Let's go ahead and revive the Ukrainian Navy. Unfortunately, we are going to further increase our debt. But look at that, almost $1 billion per week. It's just amazing. But I think this is because we are not leasing the factories at this point anymore, right? Yeah. So we need to do that again. So I might just keep it on the down low now, because the Ukrainian Navy is going to be a huge hit into our economy. On the other hand, they might just keep the debt to GDP ratio lower because they still produce some kind of money for us. Large company bankrupt. Oh, one of the large companies within our nation has declared bankruptcy. International bankers relations down. Okay, but that's not such a big deal, I think. Interest rate actually lowered, and Aung San Suu Kyi released. After an extended period of resistance, the military government has finally caved into local and international pressure to release Aung San Suu Kyi from house arrest. This momentous decision followed the release of other prominent opposition politicians. Okay, that's pretty good. pretty good. Okay, and last but not least, one interesting thing which I want to show you. We are being guaranteed independence by Turkey for some reason. I don't know why, but I think that we might actually improve relations with Turkey, because that is pretty cool. And who is that guy? Oh, Bilan Djevit. Huh, interesting. But Turkey still doesn't have a... Yeah, I saw people being really mad about the fact that Turkey does not have their own focus tree. And quite honestly, it is a major... Well, it's a local power, I would say. That's the best way you can put it. Industrial projects. Lease. Industrial... Wait, that's for 90 days. How far are we with the Ukrainian Navy? I think we can actually pay for both of them if we have to. But the problem is that we have ships being upgraded. It's gonna take some time. 2005, 28th of March. Damn, okay. It's taking a toll. Progress will be lost to... Yes, I don't mind the progress. We just want to free up the ships and we'll upgrade them down the line. We need that extra research sword. This is gonna take a couple of days, then we can go with this. So in the meantime, lease industrial complexes to boost our production. 8th of June. Look at all those bonuses that were piling onto each other. How are we with the... Okay, we are missing over 7,000 small arms. Why is that? I also haven't mentioned that I have actually reformed the Prikordonizagin. As was mentioned before, this is the actual look of the unit. The defense is 160, or the, predicted defense. I think that we are way lower, and actually our units are suffering from malnourishment almost. Yeah, look at this Prikordonese again. Defense 41. Okay, so they have a bit of the command equipment, but they have no man-pads. They have barely any anti-tank guided missiles. They do have the self-propelled artillery, that's good. But they're lacking a couple hundred small arms. They have the battle tanks, but they don't have the man-pads and the utility vehicles. Actually, why are there 2 man-pads here? I think that might be a mistake when it's listed twice. But you can see that they really don't have the equipment that they need. Plus, the equipment they have is not very top-notch. So, there you go. Okay, but the man-pads are already being produced at a pretty decent rate of, wow, 6.58 per week. So at this rate we are going to get definitely to at least, that would be nearly 20 per week. That's more than 2 per day. That's at 1985, so it might be a good idea to upgrade them immediately. Where's the... Yeah, we could. 398. Same with the anti-tank guided missiles. Takes a while though to research, but yeah, that's the only one that we need until 2025, so it is definitely worth doing that sooner than later. Now I wanted to switch you to the BTR4 and then the BTR9 date. Are we having that production listed? No, we don't. Okay, so we'll need to put you in there, the IFV, and you're actually going to be the next one. We need to upgrade a lot of our beautiful infantry fighting vehicles. And I don't see a reason why not upgrade them to an even better one. Okay, with that said, can we do the... No, we're still doing the support campaigns. I could court local leaders if I wanted to. But I don't want to. 6.6, that is decent. Ukrainian Navy is gonna play a huge role in that, further increasing. 81% stability. So what are we gonna do with you? Are we... Pretty sure I might just go with the BTRs. What's the difference between the 80 and the 90? Extra 1 point in breakthrough, extra 1 point in the heart attack. Defense increased by 4 though. That's a huge difference for the infantry. Max speed, piercing, and armor. So considering we're already... but the IFB, man, this is our main goal. Let's look at that. Defense 5 extra, breakthrough 3 extra. One was hard attack though. No, one was soft attack, but wait, no, hard attack 21 compared to 7. Okay, so they got 3 times more hard attack. Where's the soft attack? You don't have any soft attack. Oh wow. Okay. So yeah, this is what we need. This is just what we need. And the fact that we're not getting it is just making me really mad. Okay, money are flooding in like crazy. I think I'm gonna not court local leaders this time, but go with support campaigns again. And then court local leaders. We need to increase the stability of the regime. We're at 42. That's not that high. And hello. Okay, so we finished upgrading the ships. Okay, this is gonna be really risky. I'm not entirely sure if that's gonna work. Let's just see. Military factories in use, civilian at 19. I really don't know how it's calculating it. 19, is it off map? Yeah. Tax cost from imports. Well, we're gonna try it. If not, if it doesn't work, then, you know, we at least tried and we'll know that that's not how it works, but... Okay, 24 billion, that's gonna be a huge hit. Oh god, we're gonna get over $500 billion. But on the other hand, the interest rate keeps dropping. We are down to 6.5. You can see what a huge difference that's making in our income. So we shouldn't really be discouraged. We should be encouraged. So we have 75.6. How much are you going to change that? Andorra prepares for new elections. And we also finished the weapons. Oh hell yeah, that's really screwing us over rapidly, but 5.6 billion, holy hell. Okay, so goodbye small arms 1995. Hello you. Okay, instead of 15 per day, we are producing 3.8 per day. Not exactly what I would like. But we get free info the counts. Okay, they are not counted there yet. So I'll need to wait a day for this to work. Or, you know, even count. Yep, let's go with the IFV BTR4, and that means we lost the bonus, right? Yeah, okay, never mind, that's not such a big deal. This one is the most expensive one from them anyway. With the exception of the tank though, but the tanks are the music of the future. Okay, let's advance one day, see what this is gonna do with our economy. 79.4. Still 79.4, but the interest rate went up we have 4 free dockyards, and if I lease shipyards, wait, I can't. Oh, I need to wait for the industrial complexes to finish. Ah, I did not know that was this limitation. Okay. So let's just, well, I think it's worth waiting. I honestly think it's worth waiting, so let's just keep chucking along and then deal with it. So where's the... I can't. Okay, never mind. We're burning a lot of time, but we're gonna get extra political power, so that is worth it. That is worth it on its own. Okay, upgrading the weapons. APCs. Oh no. Crack down on them. There's no time like now. Come on. Only 6 days. A good day for diplomacy. I can't believe I'm wasting an entire month, but I don't think there's anything that we could get faster. Privatize state enterprises. Or I could just go with this in the meantime. Yeah, let's go with the National Academy of Sciences in the meantime. It's 70 days. And once that is done, we'll deal with this. Okay, so financial collapse leads to conflict in Sahrawi. After protests against poor financial policies and ever-growing debt, Sahrawian leader Rashid Bouzi ordered to militarily disperse a radical political shift in Vatican City. Where's Sahrawi? That's actually... Oh, is this... Damn, okay. So this nation definitely does not exist anymore. Non-aggression pact with Egypt and Nigeria. It's kind of interesting because neither of those is bordering you. St. Kitts and Nevis are having some radical shifts. Oh, ain't that fun? Come on, where's my stability booster? 3. 9th of Jewel. 9th of July. I don't know why I say Jewel. 9th of July will be the next factory. So till the end we're gonna finish the second one and we can start working on the military one, which is going to give us the IFV's production. At that time we're gonna have it up and running. By the time we have it up and running, we're gonna have the research done. That's what I'm trying to babble here through. And the excavation and 3G is going to be finished soon as well. Definitely in this episode. Bulgarian elections. Actually, I wanted to check the Angela Merkel has been re-elected. Actually, no, maybe she's been elected. Yeah, Western Outlook. But what was that thing with Vatican having a radical shift? Manuel Ferrara, a new guy. Western Outlook. The Holy See. Damn. They have an interest rate of 50%. Yeah, Vatican is gone. These guys are going bankrupt. Actually, let's check on that conflict that was raging here. I don't think there's much they can do. They can't even reach each other. 8.9%. And you have 0.8. You could balance is 0. You could balance is negative. So you guys are going bankrupt. That is the unfortunate truth of it all. How's the government? command support campaigns. Yes. And then we're gonna court local leaders. Why not? I mean, it's kind of good. I don't know what kind of bonuses oligarchs are gonna give me, but I would guess that civilian construction, resource gain efficiency. I don't really like the emerging outlook. We want to be pro-Western. And we're also going to have elections this year. PRRU, Emerging Conservatives. Ban them. PMU. Boost for 100 political power. Well, I'm gonna leave the elections running as they want to, but emerging out of PRU, PMU. It would be best if we could have SPU. You're the non-aligned government, allied with PMU and the fatherland. Dang, that's a wild ride there. That is really wild. Okay, have we already finished that? Yeah, the academy is coming soon. So let's speed it up and see if that trick is gonna work. Because I'm kind of interested in seeing if this is gonna work as I think it might. It definitely lists the extra factories where I would expect them to be listed, so the only issue is that we are not actually building anything right now with the free dockyards, but you know, I'm fine with that. Hey, and oh yeah, look at that, the extra dockyards actually lowered the debt to GDP ratio to 75, so our interest rate has also dropped, and if we repay this, yeah, further decrease. Yep. Weaker balance is above 1 billion now. So we are, in my opinion, definitely in the clear. Unless the game throws recession at us. Which would be horrifying. Not gonna lie, that would be really bad. Oh, I don't even want to think about it because the recession can cripple even German economy. Okay, research has been finished. So we can go ahead and continue where I wanted to. Now the UMTS is super cheap and it increases the industry output by 5%. Universal Mobile Telecommunication System, UMTS, is a third-generation mobile cellular system for network based on the GSM standard. Developed and maintained by the 3GPP, UMTS is a component of the IMT 2000 standard. It specifies a complete network system which includes the radio access network, core network, and the authentication of the users via SIM. This system requires greater installation of base stations and new frequency allocations. So I think that is really worth our while, and so is the edge actually. I know I wanted this construction and this excavation, but these are actually pretty good. Extra research, 5% for just 200 days. I'm gonna go with that first. Okay, and we really need you to be done now, which you are. So, we invested in the National Academy of Sciences. The first step in improving our great country is, to begin with, investment in our education. We should begin by investing in the National Academy of Sciences to truly educate our people and finally uplift ourselves out of poverty. Okay, so now fingers crossed. We need to lease the naval dockyards for 90 days. The SRDSC takes 70 days. Okay, so we should be fine. I'm gonna slow it down now. So now how many naval dockyards I have? It's gonna recalculate during the night. We have 7. Please, baby. Yes! It's working! Oh, I can't believe it's working. Okay, so here we go with the last research subject. I actually knew this before. I would have gone for it immediately. Irish election, Fianna Fáil re-elected. Wait, there was something that we need to keep in mind. Yeah, we need to keep them available this whole time. Okay, I can do that. I'm not gonna build anything. Okay, so I'm happy. We have only about 433 APCs to upgrade. We have about 6,000 new guns to manufacture. We're going to manufacture them roughly at a speed of 13 per day. We have 2,620 command equipment to distribute, but we're producing almost 1.5 per day. And after it's maxed, we're going to get to something nearly like 2 per day. The research is going to be done soon, so that's going to switch again. But hey, we're working on those. The anti-tank guided missiles, pretty good. Are going to be done in about a year. The anti-air, though, is going to take a bit longer, about roughly 2 years. And the IFVs, once they are researched, we are going to be ready for them. Yeah, we need to finish these 2 factories, and then we're going to go with the over Dnipro military factory that's going to start doing those. Now, we don't have any more factories anywhere, I think. Not anywhere where I would be willing to take them anyway. So nothing really here. Strengthen our power for terrorism? No. The infrastructures here. Cyber investment, yeah, no. Well, this is still out there. We need more metals, aluminum, some iron, some oil, and the ukrtat nafta. But yeah, other than that, I think we are doing good. We're pretty much done with everything. Freedom to choose, adopt a second language, reach an agreement. Centralization. Well, pro-Russian parties have their benefits too, I guess. We might still go with a strong republic. This is not such a bad idea, but yeah. I'm interested in seeing how far we're going to be during 2012, because we keep boosting our economy significantly, but I'm not sure if we're going to be there. There where we need to be. Okay, let's end this episode. It's been running for quite some time. Let them protest. Can we afford that? Yeah, we could let them protest. No, we can't. I have to crack down on them. So let's court local leaders while we're doing this. And we can do another military doctrine. Planning speed. Actually, I think I'm going to go for this soft attack and reconnaissance. So let's get the decentralized initiative. By ensuring that small unit commanders have the ability to make small moves to take advantage of key moments in an ever-changing battlefield, we will create a force which is strategically sound yet tactically adaptable. So extra planning speed. Not really interested in that, but the other ones hiding behind it are going to give us quite a lot. Wait, what are you? Upgrades? Oh, urban attacks, siege warfare, Jesus Christ. No thank you. So I'm gonna go like this. Requires one of them, okay. This is not exclusive, so we can just go around it. Okay, anyway, thank you very much. This has been a long episode, but I really believe we are starting to see quite a lot of beneficial things here. Yeah, debt to ratio is 74% now, interest rate is 6.4. Even with the leases, we are gaining quite a lot of money. So Ukraine is stable and heading towards a good future, I believe. Yeah, and the GDP per capita is now 13,500, meaning research speed is probably increased. Can you see something like this with your opponents? No, I'd really be interested in seeing how they're doing. But as the Russians' interest rate is 8.4, and they are losing nearly 5 billion per week actually. Now weekly balance is minus 2.5 billion. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they are not headed in the right direction. At least not in as good direction as we are. So yeah, we'll see how things are going to go. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me, the year is 2005, and I'll see you in the next episode.